welcome to Mind Your Business, a channel where we are in at everybody's business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip.
So yes, Tambra is pregnant and we are not that surprised. Well, I definitely am not, and I'm sure a lot of people who are watching Belle Collective are not surprised by that news, but congratulations to her. But yes, this is back, so let's get into it. While going on those people, my inclusive crew, let's talk about the Belle Collective. Now, obviously we pick up with the happy news about Tambra being pregnant. That's fine. If she decides that she don't want to tell no one yet, I don't really blame her. We also have Lateshia going on about Latrice and when she spoke at her women's empowerment event. Now, I don't feel like what Latrice did was that much of a bigger deal. I think she could have maybe curbed how she said it, dropped out the F-bomb. She could have said, not everybody wants to work a 9 to 5, because I think that's quite true. That's not a diss to no one. So I don't feel like no one took offence like that. It didn't seem like that. I feel like they're making a big deal about it. Okay, there's some people who do enjoy their 9 to 5, and that's fine. And I don't think she was trying to insult them. So I think she could have maybe said it slightly different. But the way they're going on about it is definitely a lot. Now, the Latrice situation where she was doing the interview and said that they're her co-workers and basically not her friends, I can understand Lateshia being upset about it. However, I don't necessarily feel like she was saying it thinking of her. And also, don't forget that her husband, Cliff, he doesn't really like Lateshia, it seems. He's definitely up in her husband Glenn's ear. So maybe he was holding the camera. We don't really know the man's slightly a madman. And he could have been holding the camera for all we knew. And, Latrice is just saying, we're co-workers. I do feel like if you're going to call someone your sis, then you shouldn't be referring to them as a co-worker later on in the interview. I can definitely understand you being salty about that. And I feel like that's a simple case of addressing that. You know what I mean? Just having a discussion. So I was disappointed when they did meet up. And I felt like Lateshia was kind of talking down to Latrice rather than just giving her constructive criticism and being like, I got what you meant, but maybe your delivery could have been a bit better or whatever. I felt like she was talking down to her, which is why Latrice clearly got a bit upset and decided to leave. But yeah, I didn't really like that. It does feel like everyone's going against Latrice at the moment. I'm like, what's the issue with Latrice? Why has everyone got an issue with Latrice? I don't understand. Is it just go for her this season? Because we really know Marie has not liked her from the time. Marie seems to be so miserable. It's just like, do you not have anything else going in your life? Because you've got your businesses, you've got stuff to be doing. Why are you so bothered by this woman? Why does Marie think that Latrice is jealous of Lateshia? Like, why? It makes no sense. It's giving, you're obsessed and you're just going on, and you've been obsessed with her since season 1. Like, it's not making any sense. If you don't like the woman, keep moving. Otherwise, it's giving obsessive at this point. I don't understand it. I really don't get it. Yeah, it does seem like Lateshia is switching up a bit on Latrice, and I can understand her being upset about the comment, but I don't feel like she should switch up on her so quickly like that. I don't understand it. The feedback, I feel like, was just, it could be much better. I think that the one thing Latrice can take away from this is not to get too drunk when going to do it at a panel event. How about you just don't have a drink, or if you have just maybe one, and keep it simple, drop out profanity, and maybe not say everybody, use things like some people, some of my kind of people, or even refer to yourself like, I didn't really want to work a 9 to 5, so this is what I decided to do. Maybe that way it will go down a bit better, but otherwise I don't really think it was that big a deal. Also, I thought it was good that we saw Latrice and Tambra come together and speak about, fibroids and how it affects Black women in such high proportions. And obviously we can see that Tambra had 39, which is a lot. She had a lot taken out of her, and she's been able to conceive, so that's really good news. And hopefully, I'm sure that Latrice will get her situation under control as well. But it's good that they're actually bringing light to such serious issues, and that they do get into their life a little bit, which is what I like. Because some of these shows, I feel like they just fluff over it, whereas these shows I prefer because you get to see what's going on with their life. And the rodeo link-up situation, I agree with Tambra. Like, what the hell's going on? Is it animal cruelty or what? What is going on there? But there's very much a big division, like they were saying. Like, it does seem like they went after Tambra in the last season, whatever you want to call it, and then now they seem to be going after Latrice. So it's like Latrice and Tambra and Cliff, of course, on one side. And because, Cliff ain't leaving Latrice one iota, honey, batty and bench. And then you've got the rest of them all together. But Lateshia did look like she was very uncomfortable with being in between Glenn and Marie, because Marie is always doing a lot. I think she was, being a good friend, trying to help her get an apartment. But at this point, just stay out of it and let them do their business and stop, throwing your little jabs. But yeah, I think Lateshia is definitely upset because she's upset about the comments about being a co-worker, because she feels like she's gone to bat for her, which is understandable. Latrice is taking it obviously the wrong way because she feels like right now, in that moment, Lateshia was kind of tearing her down. So yeah, I hope they get back on a better understanding, because I like seeing their friendship. And Lateshia, I don't understand why she keeps trying to say Latrice tore someone down or is tearing people down. And she comes up with the So Gucci example. But So Gucci went for her anyway, so they got their own little situation going on. So that's not everybody, that is one person. Because I'm wondering if we're watching the same show, because even from the beginning, Marie is the one that came for Latrice and her hair and started cussing about the hair rather than approaching her, separately, privately. She tried to blast her across the table, so she came for her. So Gucci, because she decided to go for a different real estate agent, she decided to come for her. So from what I can see, Latrice is defending herself. I do feel bad for Latrice in that moment. Even you can see the look in her eye where she felt hurt by what Lateshia said to her. But she also took to her Instagram and said, someone tweeted her about the 9 to 5 comment, and she basically said the fact that she called her right after the brunch, told her how relatable and good she was, and then, weeks later have a scene and act like she was offended, how she's basically confused as hell. And keep in mind, they had several conversations prior to the office visit. So she looked like she definitely was caught off guard. And I don't know why Lateshia bothered to do that. I don't understand that. She could have just spoken to her. But like I said, I feel like because everyone's moaning about her and dropping little gems in her ears, she's now reacting. But like I said, I don't feel like it was that big of a deal. There's a lot of people who don't like working 9 to 5. There's some who do. I don't feel like it was that big of a deal. But what do you people think? What do you think? Who's watching it? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know your thoughts below.
Yes, so thanks for watching that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I am uploading some more of people's business. So until then, my nosy people, stay blessed.